Hi everyone. I wanted to show you today how I go about using my computer as a very simple video recorder. Now, of course, it's no big secret that there's an awful lot of video on the internet available today. In the UK, when it comes to broadcast television, you've got all the major players showing, pretty much giving all their programming available online. I'm talking about the BBC, ITV, and Channel 4. Plus, there's quite a few others too. In the United States, you've got Hulu, and in many other countries, Australia, for example, you also have a lot of online TV available online on demand. So, without further ado, let's have a look at how we go about using and grabbing or recording rather BBC iPlayer programs. If you're not familiar with iPlayer, it's very easy. Just go to www.bbc.co.uk/iPlayer, and this is the page you'll arrive at. You can see the channels here, a whole bunch of different, very easy to use. Let's go into categories as an example. That's the one I tend to use quite a lot to see what's going on. And you've got you just choose the category you're mainly interested in, or if you know the name of the program, you just type it in here. For example, Top Gear, a very popular program in the UK, of course, a motoring program. Here we are. We've got the results. We've got 6 programs to see, and if you just choose which one you want to see, and you just click on, for example, this one, episode 9, and up you come, and you're ready to start watching the program. You just click on play, and away you go. You can watch it on the internet at your leisure. Now, the other alternative in terms of recording it, there are 2 alternatives actually when it comes to recording. You can use the BBC's own method, which is available here. It says download 670 MBs. That's just simply the size of the file. And what it downloads it to is to something called the BBC iPlayer desktop software. Okay, this software is available also from the iPlayer website itself, or it will prompt you to install it when you try to download if you don't have it already. And the only problem with downloading this is that the programs stored within the BBC iPlayer desktop software expires at a certain date. And to find that information, you just simply look in program information here. You just open it up and you'll see something here called available until, and then it says Saturday 8th of May 2010. So as I said, you can download it into the BBC iPlayer desktop software, but even if you if you don't watch it before that date, it will just simply disappear. So you won't be able to watch it anymore. Okay, which leads me nicely on to the second method, which is the commercial approach, commercial option. It's called replay media capture. Let me just delete that. Don't know what that's doing. Okay, replay media capture is basically a very simple video recorder, and what it's doing right now is listening out. Sounds a bit weird, but it's listening out for a video that you're going to play on the internet. It could be YouTube, it could be BBC iPlayer, it could be anything. So basically that's what it's doing. It's in listen only mode, and if you do purchase this software, what you have to do is start this software before you actually start looking for the video on the internet. You start this before going to the internet, okay? And what it's doing now is just on listen only mode. So what we're going to do is start the program itself. Hopefully that will come up in a second. There we are, it's coming up now. You'll hear a beep now. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second. Okay, and there's the program. It should be starting. Okay, I'll turn the put the volume on mute here. You can watch it in full screen as well, as you probably already know. But let's have a look at what's going on right now. I'm going to actually pull up the media capture software. What you can see is the first one was the BBC Two introduction video, and now it's actually and that's completed because it's got a tick next to it. It's got 301k, and then you got another one which is the actual program itself that's playing here in the background, and you can see this number increasing. It's 3.8 and 3.9. So it's not only playing it within the BBC iPlayer, but it's also actually recording it as well at the same time. Recording is different from capturing video from your screen. I'll go into capturing in another video, and the reason that the difference between the two is that some online video services make it difficult for you to actually download, which is what we're doing here, download or record the video. It makes it impossible sometimes for security reasons. Now, what we're going to do is just leave this running for a little while. I'm going to pause the video in a second and leave this running just until it reaches the end. It may reach 670 megabytes. I doubt it, because this is all down to something a little bit complicated called video encoding. The BBC use all sorts of video encoding techniques, and what that really means is that they make their content like this program Top Gear, so you can watch it on your iPhone, on your Wii, on your iPod, or even just basically here on the internet. Okay, but this is all something to do with encoding, which I won't bother going into. And Replay Media Catcher itself has actually got its own flash video format of encoding, which later we can actually convert, and I'll explain that in yet a different video at a later stage. So let's just leave that running, and when it's finished we'll come back to the video. Thanks. Okay, looks like it's finished recording the Top Gear program, and you can see here you got two of them, but this is the actual program itself. It's actually recorded 351 megabytes, more or less, which is quite a bit less than what the BBC is putting up here, which is 670. That was, as I said before, related to different types of flash video encoding. But the key thing is that we got it saved and we've got it on our hard drive. Let's have a quick look where it is. It's actually stored in a folder here called My Recordings, which is in your username, documents, and My Recordings. You can see them both here. You got my window here in Spanish because I'm using a Spanish version of Vista on my laptop. Anyway, but that's it. I mean, all you got to do is click on it, and away you go. I've got the sound off at the moment, but it's just fine. And this is a free video player that comes with the same software that we were using to actually do the recording, and you can watch it here. You can put it on full screen. You can do double the size. Let's have a look here. Reduce it and so on. It's all a bit jerky because of just simply because I'm recording this video for you, and also because the whole video is playing, so it's a lot of resources on the computer, and that's why it looks jerky. It will look absolutely just fine when you actually play it for yourself. The alternative to this is to use something else, which I tend to do, which is a piece of software called Adobe Media Player, which is pretty much the same thing. There's a lot more on offer in Adobe Media Player. It's completely free. You can download it from adobe.com. We'll just wait for that to open and have a quick look. Again, I should have the sound off. Don't worry about all this black area and so forth. The video size is really this size, and that's about it, really. So that's the alternative. You can use Adobe Media Player as well. Okay, so there we are. That's it, pretty much. I hope you've found this useful and you've learned something, and now hopefully you can go away and start recording your own programs so you can watch them whenever you wish, without the restrictions that the BBC iPlayer has. Okay, thanks for listening.